In Hollywood, everyone tries to build a perfect image, except for Ryan Reynolds. Behind the biting sarcasm and the stories that leave everyone laughing in confusion, is there just a clever comedic actor? Or are we facing a psychological state that lives in a constant crisis with reality? Today, we won't just be watching funny moments. We will dissect 14 situations to uncover how Ryan uses dry humor as a weapon to protect his secrets. Get ready because we are going to analyze the side that doesn't appear on the red carpet. The twin myth. Ryan begins with the legend of eating his twin in the womb. This isn't just a joke. It's an early declaration that Ryan does not adhere to the laws of logic, presenting himself as a rebellious character who rejects constraints from the very first moment of existence. The human shield complex. When he chooses his wife as a human shield to protect his daughter, he tests the audience's ethical boundaries. He toys with the concept of fatherhood to show that he loves his daughters to the point of abandoning all rationality, even if his wife is the price. The Meatloaf Obsession. His bizarre story about emailing hundreds of photos of a meatloaf reveals a personality obsessed with technology and absurd details, as if there were an inner chaos he was trying to organize through the lens. The bathroom photo Candor. The shocking anecdote about the personal photo he sent by mistake clarifies that Ryan does not fear embarrassment. Rather, he uses his flaws to break down barriers between the star and the audience, making you feel as though you know his dark secrets. The revenge of the first heartbreak. The admission that being cheated on at age 15 was his motivation to become the biggest actor on earth is the psychological key. Ryan acted out of positive revenge, proving to everyone that he is worthy of absolute attention. Deadpool and the midlife crisis. The Deadpool experience wasn't just a role. It was therapy. He was suffering from a midlife crisis, so he channeled that despair into creative, vulgar, and sarcastic energy that made him a global icon. Humble Hillside roots. His admission that he began his career on a show watched by only a dozen people reveals convincing humility. He likes to constantly remind us that his current empire was built from absolutely nothing. Breaking the Obama Protocol. When he suggests annexing Alaska to the Canadian Prime Minister, he shatters the prestige of protocol. Ryan uses humor to erase the boundaries between an ordinary citizen and world leaders. The Rebellious parenting book. His mock book about lowering your child's self-esteem is a satire on our obsession with perfect parenting. Ryan refuses to be the perfect father and chooses to be the mischievous one who breaks the rules. The horror of Frozen. His description of the children's movie as a version of The Exorcist when played backward reflects his brilliance in connecting opposites. He is always searching for the dark and funny side in every piece of art. The surprise Google alert. Receiving news of Blake's pregnancy from Google Alerts reflects his busy life. He lives as if technology is the one revealing his own home's secrets. He transforms a private family moment into controversial content. The philosophy of mama. Turning his daughter's first word mama into a joke about male genitalia shows his desire to control any conversation. He refuses to be the traditional father. He wants to be the clown who makes everyone laugh. A daughter with criminal specifications. His description of his 2-year-old daughter as a hardened criminal at the airport shows his vivid imagination in turning daily events into cinematic drama. He doesn't see life as it is, but as it should be told in a movie. The labor room symphony. Playing Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" during his wife's labor is the peak of comedic provocation. He places himself in an indefensible position, yet he ensures his story remains the most talked about in Hollywood. 14 milestones in the life of Ryan Reynolds that leave us wondering, are we witnessing a brilliant actor? Or are we following the autobiography of a man who decided to turn his life into the biggest joke in Hollywood history? Share with me in the comments. Which of these situations made you rethink this actor's personality? And do you believe this behavior is part of his intelligence, or just shocking spontaneity?